AI Dungeon basically invented this genre. It was the first AI storytelling game to go mainstream back before AI RPG was even a category people searched for. But in 2026, with a lot of sharper competition around, the real question is, does it still hold up? Short answer, yes and no, depending entirely on which tier you're playing on. So let's get into it. AI Dungeon is Latitude's AI text adventure platform. No scripted content, every story is generated live from what you type. Fantasy, sci fi, detective noir, or something completely absurd. You're not picking from a menu of actions, you're typing whatever you want and the AI runs with it. That freedom is what made it recognizable in the first place, and it's still the core of the pitch. So, the biggest strength is creative freedom. This is still the standout, and a lot of modern platforms bolt on character sheets, dice mechanics, defined world rules, and AI Dungeon mostly skips all that and just prioritizes letting you do whatever you want. Dragon riding, space pirate, a kingdom run by sentient vegetables, a Tolkien meets cyberpunk mashup, it'll generally go there with you. It plays less like a game and more like collaborative storytelling. If you want a Dungeons and Dragons style experience without learning rules or rolling dice, this is still one of the easiest on ramps that exists. Worth calling out directly is the Unchained update, which meaningfully improved the free tier. For years, energy systems and ads were the biggest complaint, as they interrupted play and made longer sessions annoying. Unchained strips a lot of that friction out, and if you tried AI Dungeon's free tier a while back and bounced off it, it's genuinely worth another look now. But where does it fall behind? Here's the honest part. AI Dungeon is no longer the uncontested leader in AI storytelling. Oh no, far from that. The most common complaint from experienced players is writing quality. Compared to newer models, the prose can feel repetitive, a bit of a cliche dialogue, generic fantasy descriptions, narrative padding, characters drift, repeat themselves, or fall into predictable patterns over longer sessions. Long campaign coherence is the other soft spot. Short adventures hold up fine, extended campaigns start losing plot points and consistency. Premium tiers improve memory handling, but the strongest memory performance sits behind the most expensive plans, which puts serious long form players in an awkward spot. Pay a lot or accept some chaos. What's Latitude's own answer? It's Voyage. An interesting wrinkle is that Latitude, the studio behind the AI Dungeon, clearly knows about this frustration because they built the fix themselves. Voyage is the new structured successor. Real dice, skill checks, hit points, permanent character death. Where AI Dungeon runs on pure narrative accommodation, the story bends around you no matter what. And Voyage is different. It makes failure and risk actually carry weight. It's invite only beta right now and mobile first, so it's not a drop in replacement today, but it tells you where Latitude thinks the genre needs to go next. But what about the pricing for AI Dungeon? Got 5 tiers. Current as of this recording, it's a Wanderer's free with a small context window and 25 memories, Journey, which runs about $15 a month, Legend $30, Mythic $50, and Ultimate tops out at $100 a month with the largest context window and 800 memories. The free tier is generally fine for casual play, especially post Unchained. The top tiers are where people start pushing back. At $50 to $100 a month for a text only experience with no virtual tabletop or graphical layer, a lot of players start comparing it against other tools and find the value case gets a bit shaky. Note that the pricing shifts periodically, so check the app before subscribing, as this video may be outdated by the time you get to it. Now, the privacy history. I can't do an honest AI dungeon review without mentioning this. Several years back, the platform went through a real privacy controversy. So, private stories were manually reviewable as part of content moderation tied to OpenAI's filtering requirements at the time. And things have changed a lot since, but longtime users still bring it up when the platform's reputation comes up. Whether it still matters to you depends entirely on how you weigh platform history against present day politics. So, what's the verdict? AI Dungeon is still one of the most influential platforms in this space, and creative freedom is still its calling card. Few competitors let you improvise this freely. The Unchained update makes the free tier generally easy to recommend again, but it also shows its age. Writing quality lags, newer models, long-term memory is inconsistent, and the top-tier pricing is a hard sell against what else is out there now. If you want a free-form sandbox and don't mind occasionally inconsistencies, yes, absolutely, it's worth it, and the free tier alone is worth your time. But if you're eyeing the top subscriptions specifically, the math is a lot less favorable. I'm going to give AI Dungeon a rating of 3.5 out of 5. A full written review is linked down below with a complete pricing table and head-to-head breakdowns against Novel AI, Friends and Fables, Character AI, and Silly Tavern if you're trying to decide between platforms. Sorry, I'm not a native speaker. I'll see you next time.